Hi and welcome to Vintage Doll Collector. It's the beginning of April, so that means it's time for a video to show you guys what new items I picked up in the past month. Some of them are to keep, some to sell, and some to give away. Here we go. At the flea market in March, I got this wonderful early composition doll. She's a big girl, about 24 inches tall. She's got Compo limbs and a cloth body. Her mohair wig's a little dirty. She's had some restoration to her legs, but her face is gorgeous. I'm sure her clothing's not original. Probably belonged to a real child, but it's definitely old.
Also at the flea market this month, I got this little Miss Ginger doll in the original box, made by Cosmopolitan in the 1950s. She is the smaller version of Miss Ginger, and little Miss Ginger is 8 inches tall. I'm not sure if this is her original outfit or not. She does have a factory-made dress with matching panties. Underneath she wears a strapless bra. You'll notice that her torso is very pale. That's common with these dolls, that one part of their body or another will turn white like that. Sometimes it's one leg will turn white and the other one won't, and then they look kind of strange, but with her it's just the torso. Anyway, she's very pretty. And the last thing I got at the flea market this month was a couple of German Bisque dolls. This one has a really nice head with molded hair and glass eyes. And this one, the eyes are loose in the head, so they need to be reset. She's marked Germany Mabel on the back of her shoulder plate, so she's a Mabel. And she's not in too bad shape, but the one with the molded hair is missing the lower legs. And I also got another body which has the Bisque arms, but the upper arms are missing. So that's a little fixer-up a lot. One of my favorite antique shops, Arundel Antiques here in Maine, was having their annual St. Patrick's Day sale starting on the 17th. They always have it every year for a week. And one of the things I picked up at the sale was a bunch of Barbie clothes. I got Let's Dance. Original price was $5 and it was 25% off, so can't beat that. Also got Enchanted Evening, very nice. And got some pack separates. Got the Silken Flame dress and the belt. Ballerina outfit with the leotard and tights. Got this, what is that, Golden Elegance, is that the name of that? I like that dress. The resort set, jacket, top, and shorts. Peachy fleecy coat. Got this lovely coat. Garden party dress. Barbie Babysits apron. And the pajama set. So most of these items I already had, but these are in much nicer condition than the ones I had. These are nice and clean, especially this peachy fleecy coat. The one I had was really grubby, and this one is nice and clean. So, so what I did was really upgraded my collection with this stuff. Also at the St. Patrick's Day sale, I got this Chinese opera doll. These can be identified by their long skinny fingers. And he has a beautiful embroidered outfit. I know nothing about these dolls really, other than that's what they are. I took his hat off and now it doesn't want to go back on. I don't want to force it, so that's why it looks kind of funny around here, because I rubbed the paint off. Anyway, he's very interesting and in good condition. Also got Madame Alexander Sisette ballerina. The tutu has some damage. The tulle is all kind of disintegrating here. But the doll, who's a redhead, is in really nice condition. Her hair's all pretty and everything, so I thought she was worth picking up. And the last thing I got at the St. Patrick's Day sale was this Polly Shorrock doll, also called Wooden Polly. This is a jointed wooden doll. You can see, I'll show you how her joints are done here. These were made in Massachusetts. She's marked on the back there. In the, I think the 50s and 60s. They also made a smaller size doll, which is called Araminta, but this one is Polly, and this is her original outfit. And she also came with this corduroy coat and bonnet, which I believe are also original to her, or from the company anyway. I collect dolls that were made in New England, and I have been wanting to get her for quite a while, so I was very excited to find her. At one of my doll club meetings this month, I won a raffle for this really nice handmade Raggedy Ann doll. This was a leftover souvenir from a regional conference we had put on several years ago, and I had missed the event where this was the souvenir for, so I was happy to finally get one. At my other doll club meeting this month, I won the door prize, which was this pair of Korean dolls. I don't know if they're supposed to represent a bride and groom or not, but they are really nice and well done. I don't collect Asian dolls, so I'll be finding a new home for these probably. If you saw the Barbie haul video I did a few weeks ago with a whole bunch of Barbie stuff that I had bought from a family that was moving, downsizing. In addition to the Barbie stuff, I got several other types of dolls from them, and included this Georgine Raggedy Ann. She's got a kind of a grubby face, but she's got her original outfit and everything, and she's tagged. A couple dolls here that are in the original boxes. Not the kind of thing I collect, so these will probably be going to Goodwill. This Native American doll, also, she'll be finding a new home. And this one here, don't know who she is. This is interesting. This is a Japanese doll that comes with 6 different wigs, and it shows you on the inside of the box cover all about the different hairstyles. She's very interesting. I've had these before, but the sets are all kind of a little different. Got this Reliable doll made in Canada, dressed in a Scottish outfit. Unfortunately, you see her face. One of her inset eyes is missing. And she's kind of a nice doll. I hate to just chuck her out, so I might see if I can somehow replace that. I might have to replace both of them to get a matching pair, but if I do, she'll be a nice doll again. And this little baby, who is not marked, but I just think is adorable. She looks very much like the Sun Rubber type of babies. Her body is all one piece, so she's not jointed except at her neck. And love her little pink gingham romper. Also got a bunch of Dawn and Rockflower dolls in clothes and stuff like that. There's a few Dawns. Dawn and Friends. It's a majorette Dawn, I believe. This is a dancing Dawn. When you move her arm, she moves her head and swivels her hips. This is one of the rock flowers by Mattel, made in the early 1970s. This one is lilac. This one is also lilac, but wearing a different outfit. Got some clothes here, kind of grubby, kind of played with, but there might be a few things worth saving in here. These are the wigs, the hair pieces that go to Head to Toe Dawn, which is this one with the short hair. She came with different hair pieces. Got a couple of Vogue dolls in the lot. This is a rare 25-inch Ginny Baby doll, only made in 1970 in that size. And she's wearing her original outfit. That's the only way I knew it was a Ginny Baby, because it's tagged Vogue, and so I had to do a little research to figure out who she was.
I've done a separate video on her as the first installment of a new series called Dolls in Depth, so I'll put a link to that in the description box.
And also besides her, I got this Miss Ginny doll, and she's also from about the same period, late 60s, maybe 1970. And she's in her original outfit too. Got several interesting composition dolls that day. This one has the, unfortunately broken, but has the interesting jointed waist construction here. You see, with molded shoes. molded hair, and marked on the back.
PATAPPLD, which I assume means patent applied for. This next doll, who needs some restoration, is a Pinky doll by Cameo. Many of the Cameo dolls have these unusual wood-segmented arms and legs.
And this one is in a box marked Filene's, which was a department store in downtown Boston. And this little, it's part of the lid, which is damaged. This little Compo baby came in this little, they made the box into a little bed with a little pillow and a little lace-trimmed blankie there. And there's the baby. The baby's not marked. Has some paint loss to the eyes, unfortunately. But just a little cutie in her little bed. There's a couple odds and ends. This is a Pincushion doll. Can't quite figure out if she's composition or plaster or what exactly she is. It looks like she probably had a hat on at one time because her head is not painted the same as the rest of her, so she must have lost her hat. And this cloth doll has a foam rubber, like a flat foam rubber body. Just interesting. This wonderful doll is a Dydy Baby. This is the earliest head mold from the 1930s. The head is actually made of hard rubber, and the body is soft rubber, and as you can see, the body has all shriveled and shrunken. One arm is off. It's a shame, but that's what happens with these rubber dolls. But her head, her face is still beautiful. She's got the tin eyes. And she came with some clothes, which I think may be original. There's a little, like a bunting thing with the hood, zips up. And dress, like a christening type dress. And this bonnet, the lace on the bonnet actually matches the lace on the dress, so I think they originally went together, but for some reason the dress got washed and the bonnet didn't. Here's a little flannel footy pajamas. A sweater, which is kind of similar to the sweaters that I saw in the book about the Dydy Baby. That's how I was able to learn about her. A sweater with some little booties, kind of rough shape, and a little flannel nightie. And I don't know, this looks like a homemade thing. Just a little robe. And I don't know if this is hers or not, but it's cute and it's the right size. And little dress or top with the matching bonnet. One of the things I love about doll collecting is the opportunity to learn about dolls that I didn't know much about. And one of those was the Dydy Baby. So I really never really had looked at the Dydy book before until I got her. But now I know a little bit more about them. And here's a few more things that came from the downsizing people. This is a clothespin doll with no face. A little Soviet Union doll, tagged on the front there. Another little travel doll. He looks maybe Greek or Bulgarian or something. And painted Bisque Baby in a Barbie box. This is an old Mohair Cat with the jointed neck. I don't know who made her. Didn't see any evidence that she was a stiff, like a button in her ear or anything, but who knows? She's obviously old. This is just a toy percolator. Love that. Think that's cute. That's a nice accessory for some bigger doll. And this, love this. This is a pink poodle with the transistor radio. And it works still. I put a battery in it. The only station it can pick up is the local station around here, which happens to be an oldies station. I thought that was very fitting. So now when I want to hear some oldies music, I can just turn on my Poodle.
Last but definitely not least is this wonderful composition doll. She's not marked, but appears to have been made in the 1930s. She started out as a Patsy-type doll with molded hair, but then they put a curly wig on her, probably to make her more competitive with the Shirley Temple dolls. She has a walking mechanism that makes one leg move forward when the other leg moves back. And here's a side view. I found another one of these dolls online with the same exact dress, only in red, so I know her outfit is original. She has beautiful tin eyes. Well, that's it for my March finds. What dolls did you add to your collection last month? Leave me a comment and let me know. Please like and share to help spread the word, and click on the subscribe button for more vintage doll collector videos. Thanks for joining me today. See you next time.